Italian brain rot. Just a funny meme, yeah? But what if it's far deeper and darker than we think? They all take place in a shared world, a looping, glitching, overexposed simulation where every exaggerated motion has a story. One that's been spiraling out of control. Let's uncover what is really going on with the Italian brain rot universe. First up, Tralalero Tralala. We've all seen this guy, the shark in Nike sneakers. He's just endlessly walking like he's on a mission. But have we ever noticed this? He's always walking, but he never gets anywhere. Look at him in all of his glory. At least if he's gonna just mindlessly be walking somewhere, he's doing it in style. He's got those cool shoes, but where are you going? He doesn't know where he's going. He's constantly moving, but where to? He doesn't stop. He doesn't slow down. And the video cuts before he reaches anything. It's like he's caught in motion, but not going anywhere. He's not running towards anything. He's stuck in a command. The system can't end. In every video, he enters already in motion. He doesn't interact with anyone. He doesn't even flinch when things move around him. It's like he's in a different layer of the simulation. A background process. He's not running towards something. He's running because the system might still be executing his loop, even if he doesn't remember why. No interactions, no destinations, pure motion. And then there's this. He's the only character wearing real clothing. Zoom in. That's not glitchy armor or a teacup. That's Nike. Just do it. Real world branded sneakers. In a simulation filled with bomber crocodiles and tire frogs, he's the only one grounded in something real. And we're going to come back to that later, because once you realize what that might actually mean, it changes everything. His chant has never changed. Not once. Play any Tralalero video and you'll hear it. You'll hear the same phrase again and again. Tralalero, tralala. But even in remixes, it's always the same phrase. It's not dialogue. It's not a conversation. It's a loop, a function. Like the system is trying to rerun the same instruction every time he loads in. Tralalero? He's frozen. That chant isn't a theme. It's a trigger, a command the system is stuck repeating. He's not evolving like the others. He's locked in place, like a script that the system forgot how to turn off. Here's what we know. He's always moving. He never interacts with anyone. His chant never changes. He appears in empty spaces, and he's wearing something real. This isn't a character trying to win the game. This is a leftover command, a process that's still running because the system never ended it. He's not a meme. He's a loop. And somewhere along the way, the simulation forgot how to let him stop. Bombardino Crocodilo. This is Bombardino Crocodilo. Half crocodile, half fighter jet. Loud, explosive, terrifying. But here's the thing. Most think that he's the villain, bombing everyone in his way. But the more you watch him, the less it looks like he's attacking anything at all. Look at him. He's mad chillin'. He kind of looks friendly. His eyes are blinking. He's trying to take a nap. He's just got like a little heater on at the bottom. Bombardino is actually everywhere in these videos. But go back and look closely. He flies in. Bombs go off. Characters? Totally fine. He doesn't target characters. He clears the scene. Every time he hits the world, not the people. It's like he's not part of the action. It's like he's part of the scene management. Maybe Bombardino is not the threat. Maybe he's the reset. His moves are scripted. Watch how he flies. Enter from the side. Arc overhead. Drop bombs. Exit. Same path every time. No reaction. No targeting. Just execution. He's not behaving like a character. He's behaving like a routine. It's like the simulation has him preloaded, just waiting for the right moment to deploy him. He only appears when the loop is already glitching. Now here's what really steals it. Bombardino doesn't enter during calm scenes. He shows up after something's already gone wrong. Tralalero speeds up, Boneca loads in, the camera stutters. Then Bombardino appears. That's not chaos, that's containment. He's not starting the glitch, he's responding to it. Like a system cleaning tool that kicks in after a memory leak. So what if Bombardino isn't attacking? What if he's being triggered when the simulation needs help holding things together? Let's recap. He never hits the characters. His path never changes. He arrives during instability. He hits the world, not the people. Bombardino isn't the villain of this world. He might be what's keeping it from falling apart completely. He's not here to break the loop. He's here when the loop is already broken. Ballerina Cappuccina, my personal favorite. This is Ballerina Cappuccina. Graceful, elegant, twirling right into the center of your screen. But here's the weird part. She doesn't react. She doesn't change. She just keeps spinning. And what's happening behind her might be the real story. Look at this. I mean, get it, girl. She's got moves. She has a beautiful latte art. Look at that. Look at that pointed toe that I assume is down there. She's not glitching. She's not evolving like Tralaleo or Sahur. She's doing the exact same movement every time. She's always in the center while everything else flickers. Zoom in on the background. Things flicker, props shift. Sometimes they even disappear and reload mid-loop. And while that's happening, Cappuccina stays smooth, clean, looping perfectly. It's almost like she's there to keep us distracted while the simulation updates something in the background. She's not just performing. She's giving the system something predictable to keep our focus forward. Her loop is too perfect to be organic. Everyone else glitches at some point, but Cappuccina, her animation is frame perfect. It's not a performance. It's a stalling pattern. A loop so flawlessly it hides the fact that the world around her is falling slightly out of sync. It's like she's running, not as a character, but as a visual patch. She often appears just before something changes. Here's the sequence that keeps repeating. Cappuccina spins, the music fades slightly, a hard cut happens, and a new character arrives or the scene resets. That doesn't look like coincidence. It looks like transition logic. She's not here to participate, she's here to buffer the reset. The simulation doesn't put her in center stage for fun. It puts her there when it's preparing to hand off the scene. Here's what we see. She's always front and center. Her animation is flawless. The world glitches quietly behind her. She shows up right before transitions or resets. She never interacts with other characters. Cappuccina isn't reacting to the chaos. She's the calm before the system quietly moves on. She's not hiding from the glitch. She's hiding the glitch from us. Boneca Ambalabu. This is Boneca Ambalabu. Frog arms, human legs, a car tire for a torso. And unlike the other characters who loop, chant, or move with rhythm, Boneca just kind of stands there. She doesn't seem like a character. She seems like a leftover. Her design doesn't match anything else. Most Brainrot characters have a clear hybrid identity. Tralalero is a shark with shoes. Cappuccina, ballerina, and coffee. Bombardino, a jet and crocodile. Boneca, she's just parts. It's like the simulation grabbed leftover pieces and stuck them together. It looks like a failed attempt to reconstruct something. She doesn't look like she was created. She looks like she was recovered. Boneca shows up in the scenes with the most background flickering, frame stutters, and audio dropouts. When she's on screen, something always feels off. It's not that she's glitching, it's that everything around her becomes more unstable. She doesn't cause the glitch, but it always seems to follow her. No one ever acknowledges her. Characters don't interact with Boneca. She's never center frame with Tralalero. Cappuccina keeps spinning. Sahur keeps chanting. It's like the simulation doesn't know how to place her. She's not glitched. She's misplaced. She's not part of the scene. She's present, but disconnected. Here's what we know. Her body is made of mismatched parts. She shows up when scenes get unstable. No one talks to her. Even the system's reset behavior doesn't touch her. She doesn't loop. She lingers. Boneca isn't malfunctioning the way the others are. She's a recovered file the system couldn't fully fix. And now the simulation just keeps her there. Not because it wants to, but maybe because it doesn't know what else to do with her. She's not glitching like everyone else. She's what happens when the system tries to undo a mistake and ends up making a new one. Tung 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 Sahur. You've seen him. Tung 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 Sahur, chanting the same rhythm over and over. He moves with purpose. But what if he's not here to perform? What if he's not even talking to the characters at all? What if the chant isn't for them, it's for the simulation? His rhythm never changes. His chant is identical in every video. Other characters stutter, remix, or glitch, but Sahur, always 3 beats, always on time, always marching forward. That's not acting, that's broadcasting. He's like a metronome built into the system, still ticking, even when everything else is falling out of sync. It doesn't feel like he's performing for us. It feels like he's signaling something else. He appears right before things shift. Watch the order of events. Sahur appears, the camera shakes slightly, then another character arrives, or the scene hard cuts. He shows up in moments where the simulation feels unstable. It's like his beat is a trigger. He's not causing the change, but he shows up right before, over and over again. He's treated like he's outside the loop. Sahur is always alone. No one looks at him, no one reacts to him, and he never speaks to anyone else. Even Bombardino flies overhead without touching his path. He's placed like an overlay, something running on top of the scene. That's not a meme. That's a system-level process. He's not stuck in the loop like everyone else. He's watching it. And every 3 beats, he's trying to say something. Here's what we know. His chant never changes. He shows up right before transitions or resets. He's isolated, visually and functionally. He never reacts, and no one reacts to him. The simulation uses him to keep rhythm, to warn itself that things are about to shift. He's not looping for fun. He's looping because he still remembers what stability looks like. And if we ever hear the beat stop, then maybe the system gave up trying to warn us. Li ri li, la ri la. Li ri li, la ri la doesn't look like the rest of them. She moves quietly. No chant, no narration, just stillness. She doesn't cause chaos. She just exists, calm, still, and completely unbothered by the rest of the simulation. She's not glitchy, she's not explosive, she's not looping wildly like Tralaleo or Sahur. She feels different. Her behavior doesn't match the others. Most characters in Italian Brainrot are either glitching or repeating the same action endlessly. Tralalero runs, Cappuccina spins, Sahur chants, Bombardino bombs, but Lirili, she moves slowly. She doesn't repeat. She doesn't chant. She doesn't glitch. She's not looping. She's just moving. And somehow, it feels like she's the only one who knows where she's going. That alone makes her stand out. But what happens when she enters a scene is even weirder. Her presence slows everything down. Watch what happens the moment Lirili shows up. The music softens, the camera drifts more slowly. The pacing of the entire scene shifts. She doesn't just move differently, the whole simulation adjusts around her. It's like the system is trying to use her to create balance, to stabilize the scene while everything else is fluctuating. But there's a problem. Even though she softens the loop, it never lasts. She's followed by Bombardino. This pattern repeats in multiple clips. Lirili enters, the pacing calms, then Bombardino appears, and the world resets. It's almost like the system is trying to use her to stabilize things, but when that doesn't work, it resorts to the reset. Lirili is the first step. Bombardino is the backup plan. She's not breaking the simulation. She's being used to try and hold it together, but the simulation can't hold her for long. Here's what we know. Lirili doesn't loop, she walks. Her scenes are calmer and slower. Her narration is poetic, not glitchy. She doesn't interact with the others. And when she's gone, Bombardino almost always follows. She wasn't built for the same loop. She's acting like a patch, a stabilization tool the system is trying to apply, but she can't overwrite the glitch. And the moment it fails, Bombardino steps in to reset it all. Lirili is not a threat. She's the simulation's quietest attempt at saving itself. Where is the creator? We spent this whole video trying to figure out how this simulation behaves, but we haven't asked the most important question yet. Who built it? Because all of this, Tralalero, Cappuccina, Bombardina, Sahur, it had to come from somewhere. And the first confirmed Brainrot meme was uploaded by a TikTok user named EasyBurger401. Pop off, EasyBurger. The creator uploaded Tralalero and then vanished. Tralalero was posted on January 13th, 2025. And then the account was banned permanently. No explanation, no follow-up, no reposts. But the simulation kept going. And this is where it gets weird. Because even though the creator disappeared, Tralalero has not changed. Not once. Tralalero hasn't evolved since the first episode. As the trend has evolved, characters have changed. New animations, glitched backgrounds, remixed sounds, but Tralalero? He's always wearing Nikes, even as the world breaks around him. The system keeps this one detail locked in, almost like it's afraid to rewrite him. So here is the theory. Maybe Tralalero isn't just a meme. Maybe he's what's left of the creator. The world is still running, but no one's driving. Look at the rest of the simulation. Cappuccina runs a perfect distraction loop. Bombardino wipes scenes that fall apart. Sahur repeats a rhythm like a system-level warning. Boneca, an unstable fragment. Lirili, a failed stabilizer. None of them evolve. None of them finish anything. They just loop. That's not storytelling. That's a stalled system. So what if the simulation kept building, even after the user who started it was gone? What if it's still waiting for input that's never coming? Let's put this all together. The creator uploaded Tralalero, then disappeared. Tralalero hasn't changed since. The simulation keeps generating loops. Every character feels like a system function. No one interacts. Nothing ends. This world wasn't meant to last forever, and it definitely wasn't meant to be seen by us. It appears like something is trying to shut them down. So maybe we're not watching a meme anymore. Maybe we're watching a system that doesn't realize it's already been abandoned. So maybe the weirdest part of all of this is that we were never supposed to find it. Not the loops, not the glitches, not even Tralalero. But now we're here, watching a system that never shuts off. And maybe we're part of it now. If I missed anything, drop it in the comments because I don't think the simulation is done yet.